father won this state twice in his primaries. Your brother won this state twice. Is South Carolina Jeb Bush's last stand in this race?
No, it isn't. The obituaries have been written about me like once a week, and we're in it for the long haul. But we're going to do well here.
What's the long haul? How long can you go? If you don't finish third here, how long can you stay in this race?
We'll see. We'll see. I think we're going to do well.
If this state picks somebody else, is it possible that they're sending a message in the party that it's just not Jeb Bush's time?
Look, I'll trust the voters to decide that. And the difference between this election and previous elections is that there's proportionality in March that didn't exist before. Donald Trump has hijacked the Republican Party temporarily. That's different before. Every election's different.
Do you think it's just temporary?
Yeah, because he's not going to win the presidency. He's not a conservative. He'll be the titular head if he wins the nomination, and we'll get wiped out.
So what happens in your head when you see that he leads polls by 20 points, he wins New Hampshire by a wide margin?
People are angry. They're latching on to what they perceive to be the big horse, but the more he talks about calling for impeachment of a popular Republican president, or rewriting history, or insulting women, or calling John McCain a loser because he got caught, or disparaging the disabled, or proposals that are preposterous in terms of actually ever happening, the cumulative effect of that, I think, will become apparent to a lot of people.
You were always celebrated in the family as this guy would make a great president. There's got to be great frustration for you to witness what's going on. There's no this doesn't frustrate you a bit.
No,
that America's looking at somebody else right now.
It just gives me resolve. I want to fight. I'm the only guy taking on Trump because everybody, Hurricane Donald, you don't want to get the Cat 4 storm coming right at you.
Was that the right call to take him on?
I don't care. It doesn't matter to me. It's the right thing to do.
We got to hear from your brother publicly as he spoke with veiled swipes at Donald Trump.
No, he did.
Not veiled, fine, but he spoke very statesmanlike by comparison.
Yeah.
As you looked at your brother speak, and then you heard Donald Trump speak hours earlier, can you even compare those two individuals?
No, of course not. My brother was President of the United States. He was the leader of the free world. He respected the office. He didn't go out of his way to disparage people. He tried to unite, particularly during the post 9/11 time. It was extraordinary. My vision of my brother is sitting on the mound in Yankee Stadium throwing high heat. I can't envision Donald Trump doing that.
I know you guys talk often, but aside from what we heard publicly, what did he say to you last night about what he's witnessing right now?
He was excited. I think he felt good about being in front of a crowd that really cared for him, and he made a pretty compelling case. He wasn't rusty at all.
What does it say that initially, this is the common storyline is it's Jeb exclamation point.
Yeah, the campaign.
Now you're making it clear that Bush
my
is
logo,
your last name.
My logo from 1994 on was Jeb exclamation point. There's nothing novel there.
Are you sort of like now all in on the I am a Bush?
I've always been all in, and I am the Bush. This is for the folks that have to be on a couch and meditate their navel. This is not unusual for someone to be proud of his family and also have an identity that is his own. You have family?
I do.
Are you exactly the same as your brother? Exactly the same as your parents? I mean, think about it. Put it in the context of how real people live. I'm different than my brother. I love my brother. He loves me. Wow, that's a newsflash. The fact that he's campaigning at this point is more than appropriate.
Your glasses in your pocket. You're wearing contacts now. Why the change?
Because I hadn't been home to see a doctor.
Have you ever worn contacts
Never.
before? So why right now in the middle of a campaign is Jeb Bush without glasses?
I've been trying to do this for like 3 months, and I started doing TV interviews, remote TV interviews, where I can just stare at a camera, a blind camera, and people said, "Wow, you look 20 years younger. Wow, this, wow, that." So I decided to try it.
What are we missing? What do we miss on all this? Like, here's the governor. Not too many months ago, you were the guy. This is supposed to be Jeb.
Way overstated, and I never was comfortable with a front runner status I never earned, and that's how I respect the fact that you guys do your job the way you do it. But my job from the beginning was to tell the Jeb story, to focus on ideas that would lift people up, detailed plans to fix the mess in Washington, and I continue to do that. I'm not deterred by the here and now. I know enough about politics to know that it'll change next week.
Write the headline, Saturday night.
The one I want?
Yeah.
Bush wins.
Can you win here?
That's the one I want.
Fine. What will the headline be Saturday night?
I'm not into the punditry. I wake up each day committed to doing the very best I can.
Hey, NBC News fans, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here, and then click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.